Guys, this honestly might be one of the most overlooked crappie techniques that I've ever tried. I don't know. We'll try today and we'll find out. But I'm always searching for ways to do something that's different, something that the fish haven't seen before or maybe in a long time. And today, guys, we're about to find out if showing pressured crappie something that they haven't seen completely or something in a long time is key to getting bit right here on this inline spinner, guys. Most crappie anglers are matching the same profiles every fish sees day after day. Tiny soft plastics. Few people are throwing hand-tied jigs. A lot of people are throwing live bait. It's the same slow presentation that crappie see day after day. But sometimes pressured fish, they need a reaction bait, something that's moving fast, something that they got to chase. The flash, the vibration, that spinning blade moving through a suspended school of crappie, it can trigger bites. So let's talk about our setup. I'm using the exact same rod and reel that I use for most of my other crappie techniques. I'm going back with this H2O Premier 6'6", medium action, moderate tip. It's a light spinning setup. I got 10-pound braid and I got a 6-pound leader. I'm throwing either a 1/16 of an ounce or an 1/8 ounce Mepps inline spinner. I'm looking for something with flash and vibration, something to get their attention without overpowering the fish, guys. I like to use white with silver blades and clear to lightly stained water. If it's a little darker water, I like to throw something gold on my blades and chartreuse body, chartreuse tail. You'll find out real quick how those fish are, if they're going to be aggressive or not. So the key today is going to be using livescope to actually target individual fish that are suspended above or around brush piles or dock structures. Not just finding a group of fish, but we want to try to pick off some of those individuals and see if we can get them to bite. One thing about this lake, guys, when the wind's blowing all around East Texas, all the crappie guides go here. This lake has some very pressured fish. These fish love timber, they love brush piles, and they love to hang around the few docks that are here because 99% of them have wooden posts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan with my live scope as I'm traveling, and I'm going to look for fish that are suspended around these objects, not buried in it and not sucked to the bottom. I want to look for those fish that are looking like they're wanting something to eat, looking like they're looking to move, guys. Dude, these crappie are crushing this inline spinner. That's insane. I would have never thought that they would bite this good. No, we're not catching any giants, but we are catching fish, and that was our goal for today. I think what makes this so effective is it's different. It's something that they hadn't seen or haven't seen in a long time. These fish see jigs constantly, whether that be soft plastics or hand-tied jigs. They always are looking at those, but an inline spinner, that brings flash, vibration, and movement that forces a reaction strike, especially on aggressive, pressured crappie or fish that are suspended away from cover and not buried up or sucked up tight to it. Instead of dead sticking a bait in front of them like they've been seeing and like most of you guys are doing, I'm making them chase and bite, guys. It's a reaction type strike. I'm also experimenting with retrieve speed. Do they want it fast? Do they want it slow? Do they want it right even with them? Do they want it above them? So I'm doing lots of different retrieve speeds. I'm just trying something that'll trigger these fish, slow and steady reel, burning it through the group fast. And that blade, it's thumping and vibrating, and it makes it real easy for these fish to track it even from a distance. This is honestly how I like to fish, whether I'm crappie fishing or bass fishing. I never want to do something that everybody else is doing. I always want to look for something different, something that pressured fish may react to differently because it's not something they're used to. This is something that's very important to me, and it shows that these fish, they're willing to try something different. If it looks different, they're good with it. That's why I experiment constantly with things like unorthodox methods, like throwing hair jigs in the summertime for bass. I know it's weird, but hey, it works. And I think inline spinners for crappie might seriously be one of the most overlooked and hidden gems that I've came across in a while, guys. Just look at that fish chase it right there down on the live scope. He come right up off the bottom to get that thing. He smoked it, and it was a nice fish, a nice big slab. That fish absolutely crushed it right beside the brush pile. So guys, if you've got live scope and you're targeting suspended crappie, don't be afraid to try something different. Remember, everybody throws jigs, but sometimes the bait nobody's throwing becomes the best bait that you can throw, and the fish can't resist. Inline spinners for crappie? Well, that was my question of the day. I know it may look crazy, but out here on Tankersley Lake today, it worked. It just flat worked. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure and hit that like button, give us a subscribe, and drop us a comment. If you've ever tried something unorthodox like this, such as throwing inline spinners for crappie, y'all drop me a comment. I want to know about it. And if you want more unconventional crappie fishing methods, drop me a comment about that also. We'll go over some different tactics, teach you different ways to use your live scope, and experiment on catching with whatever you guys can dream up. You already know, guys, we're just getting started with this crappie fishing. Thank y'all for joining us. God bless you, and tight lines, guys.